I'm gonna take over Man City for 10 seasons with the goal of destroying football. I'm talking winning 30 trophies, 5 Champions Leagues, multiple trebles. And I think it might be a perfect time to do a City takeover because they've lost their last 4 games. This has literally never happened in the Pep Guardiola era. So I guess it's time to say goodbye to Pep and welcome S2G because I'm coming in as the new City boss. Now, normally you'd think a Man City takeover should be a cakewalk, but trust me, our challenges are crazy today. 30 trophies basically means we need to average 3 trophies every season. 5 Champions Leagues is literally Real Madrid levels. I don't know how we'll do that. Plus to win 2 trebles, we saw how difficult it was for City to even win just 1. Apart from that, we also need to develop 7 Man City players to a 95 plus overall. I guess it's a good thing we've got players like Haaland and Phil Foden. At the same time, our other big players, KDB, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, they're all kind of old. They're never going to hit that 95 plus rating, so we're going to have to be smart about how we replace them. But it's not just the challenges we're gonna have to deal with, it's the injury crisis. Ballon d'Or winner Rodri is gonna be out for literally the entire first season, and even players like Ruben Diaz and John Stones who are injured in real life, we're not gonna be able to use them for the first 4 to 5 months. Okay, I can kind of see how Pep lost his last 4 games, but I don't think I can use that as an excuse, because we're starting off season 1, and even with the injuries, I think we've got an incredible team. Someone like Savinho as Grealish's replacement. I mean, look at the backup centre-backs that Man City have. It's a bit mad. Arki and Akanji are really good. Now, we might need to find someone to play instead of Rodri there, because I don't think Gundogan is a CDM. But absolutely no issues in that department, because City are one of the richest clubs in the world. 198 million is our budget. Man, there are no excuses. We've got to be winning trophies from season 1 itself, especially if we want to get to 30. Plus, since this is Man City, the pressure's going to be crazy, because every time we lose the Premier League, we're going to have to transfer list our highest rated player. But don't you worry, I do not intend to be losing the league. We've got Haaland, a robot up top, Phil Foden as well. What I'm thinking to do in this first season is to bring in a centre-back, maybe someone young, but also someone that's good right now as well. Because yeah, with Diaz and Stones out until November, we're gonna need quality in the defense. And guys, I can't look past Jules Koundé. He just feels like a Pep Guardiola player. You know Pep loves players that can play in different positions, and Koundé can play right back, centre-back, both really well. And if we sign him and convert him into a centre-back, I think he could be generational for Man City. Of course, I'm not paying that crazy release clause. And we know Barca kind of broke, so I think we should be able to get a good deal on this. 70 mil? Okay, 75 for Jules Koundé. I'm not going to say no to that. Let's get it done. Is that Hansi Flick? He does not look like Hansi Flick. And there you go, boys. A new era for Man City as Jules Koundé is going to be our first transfer. By the way, how is Rodri walking here and why is he in the gym? He should be injured and recovering. And no way, guys, as a centre-back, Koundé went up to an 87. I think our defense should be fine with that, especially until the likes of Diaz and Stones recover. The only thing that we need to sort out is a replacement for Rodri. Now, the thing is, I don't want to sign someone who's going to be like a crazy good starter, because you know next year Rodri's going to come back. He's a Ballon d'Or winner. He's going to be playing and, you know, dominating. Maybe then we should get like a young player. I'm just seeing if Man City have loaned out anyone that we can maybe recall and use, because we just need a player for a season, and there's Calvin Phillips, but nah, I don't think he's at that level. Okay, I think our goal needs to be to find a like-for-like replacement. So I think looking for a Spanish CDM has to be the play. Nico Gonzalez? That is very interesting. I remember he had a brief stint at Barca, now playing at Porto. 78 rated, 22 years old. That's perfect. Once Rodri's back, I think Nico can be a great super sub. And so I'm dropping 35 million to pull this off. Okay, so I think we've dealt with the injury crisis well. We still have like 76 million left. I'm thinking, can I use that to maybe replace some of the older players in the team? Okay, I don't want to replace the likes of De Bruyne or Bernardo Silva. They can still give us a few more good years. But Kyle Walker's 34. I think it's time to cash in and get the money on him, boys. And to be fair, I don't think I want to sign a new right back. We've got Rico Lewis at the club. And there you go, Man City legend Kyle Walker has been sold. It was not about the money. We only got 16 million for him. But I think this is the play, because we can give Rico Lewis an unbelievable amount of game time, because he's one of the players that I believe can get to that 95 plus rating. And I think with that, I'm kind of happy with the squad. The start of the season's going to be tough with all the crazy injuries, but soon we should have Diaz, Stones, Grealish all returning. I'm thinking that should help us win the league again. In terms of tactics, I'm taking a page out of Pep Guardiola's book. We're not changing too much. It's very similar to what he does. Let's also hire some crazy good coaches. With that, guys, we're making it through the first season, and I'm hoping we can cope with all the injuries, because at the bare minimum, we need to win the league. Otherwise, our best player, which could be either Rodri or Erling Haaland, will be sold. We've made it to the end of the season, and we're starting off with the trophy Community Shield in the bag. Trophy number 1. Ooh, we don't win the FA Cup, which means we can't win the treble. Apparently, you guys in the comments have told me that the treble means FA Cup, Premier League, and Champions League. Carabao Cup doesn't count, so we're gonna run with that. But we do end up winning the Carabao Cup, so it's trophy number 2. Every trophy matters. No. How did this happen? We actually lost out on the Premier League. I can't believe it, boys. We lost the league by 7 points. Bro, Man City didn't lose the league for like the last 3 or 4 years. I come in and we lose it in the first season itself. Champions League 2, we got knocked out by Monaco. I guess it was the injuries, man. Without Rodri, this team wasn't the same. Ooh, Haaland also suffered a knock towards the end, but he still scored 34. Foden had a big season. De Bruyne was amazing too. Rico Lewis, who we trusted, went up to an 80 overall, so I guess the reason for our underperformance was Rodri's injury. And to make things worse, he's now gone down to an 88 overall. But wait a minute, it just hit me. Since we lost the league, we are literally forced to transfer list our highest rated player. And that's Erling Haaland. I can't believe it. I thought he was going to be with us until the end. Bro, we're starting season 2 with this message from Haaland. Can I get this straight? I just asked you to play me next game and your response is to transfer list me? I'm sorry, Haaland. I didn't want to do this. But we didn't win the league and we've got to follow the rules. I genuinely can't believe we're doing this, boys. Erling Haaland, our best player, forced to be sold. And of all clubs, we had to sell him to Chelsea, one of our rivals. This is crazy. This has literally made this takeover now 10 times harder. Because getting to 30 trophies from you, not going to be easy at all. Okay, one thing's for sure, I'm happy Rodri's back. We needed him. But the main focus in terms of transfers has to be to bring in a Haaland replacement. And we gotta go big. And to be honest, with the sale of Haaland, we do have 420 million to spend. Let's use it to get back our Premier League title. It's honestly such a shame that Julian Alvarez left. If he was here, he'd be my main number 9 now. But we can't sign him back. But I think the next best option could be Benjamin Sesko. Bro, I think he's got the potential to be even better than Haaland. 6'5", absolute unit. He's got the pace, the shooting, and he's only 22. He could be the striker that gets way above that 95 overall and even beyond. I'm trusting him, guys. We're bringing Sesko to Man City. I'm still wondering, though, is Sesko enough to make us Premier League champions? I still feel we're going to need a bit more in midfield because KDB is 34. I think it's time we start planning his replacement. Wait a minute. Musiala's contract is expiring. I know he's a cam, but he can play in centre mid. And I know replacing De Bruyne is going to be big shoes to fill, but I think Musiala's got the talent. He's already 89 rated. And I reckon if we put in 120 million, we should be able to get this deal done. Okay, about 128. That works. And that's the kind of signing we need to get back to winning the Premier League. This might have been a bit of an oopsie because Musiala's rating actually went down as a central midfielder. But I think with development plans, he should be fine. But yeah, this is probably our Man City 11 for this season. I don't think we need any more signings. We've got an unbelievable bench. But yeah, if we don't win the Premier League this season, either Conde or Foden, whoever's higher rated at the end, will have to be sold. So let's hope we can win the league. End of the season, and I think we found the next Haaland, Benjamin Sesko, up to an 88 overall, and he scored 42 goals. That is insane. Even De Bruyne at 34 had a ridiculously good season. Phil Foden as well. All this means that we've made our first Champions League final. Oh, it's perfect, guys. We even got revenge on Monaco. Real Madrid in a Champions League final is going to be really tough, but let's get trophy number 3. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Nathan Ake, the hero. Trophy number 3 is in the bag. Since we're champions of Europe, surely we've won other trophies. Nope. Well, not the FA Cup or even the Carabao Cup. This is not good. I actually can't believe it. How on earth have we lost another league title? 3 points to Chelsea. Of course, it's because we had to sell Haaland to them. Okay, so our highest rated players are Conde and Foden. I don't want to sell any of them. But wait, there's Edison too. He's 91 rated. And since they all have the same overall, I think we're going to choose Edison. I can easily bring in another replacement keeper. But getting replacements for Conde and Foden are going to be tough. Once again, we're starting off a season with our best player leaving. This time it's Edison. We don't want this happening from next time. Come on, man. We're Man City. We can't go 3 seasons without winning the Premier League. All right, guys. You know what we need to do in season 3. Bring in a new goalkeeper. And I think there's Diogo Costa, who's an amazing option. 26 years old, 86 rated. But I think if I sign him again, you guys are going to go crazy in the comments because I signed him in so many of my videos. Instead, though, Marco Carnesecchi, he's the same age, 1 overall less, but there's a lot of potential. Cannot go wrong with this. That's the goalkeeper position sorted. Apart from the keeper position, I'm wondering what else can we do? I'm pretty happy with our midfield and defense too, except for Rico Lewis. He needs to start growing, otherwise we'll replace him. We've already got Jan Kuto, who's back from his loan spells at the club, so this could be your last opportunity, Rico. Also, Jeremy Doku, I need to see some big seasons from you, otherwise we'll get a better left winger. But for now, we'll keep the team as is. Surely we can now get back to winning the Premier League. It took us 3 seasons, but finally we've gotten Man City the Premier League title. I cannot believe it was such a grind. But yeah, that's trophy number 4 in the bag. But apart from that, it's not been good. We didn't win the FA Cup. No Carabao Cup either. We lost the UEFA Super Cup to Arsenal. And Champions League Madrid get their revenge. Bro, we've got just 4 trophies in 3 seasons. How are we supposed to get to 30? But okay, you know what? We've won the Premier League. We don't have to sell any of our best players. We can build from this. And I'm looking at the team and I know we can go on a streak of winning all sorts of trophies. But we do have a few issues we need to fix. By the way, guys, if you enjoy these takeover videos and want to see me do them with more clubs, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel. Alright, guys, season 4 and I've got a really good plan. I'm just so glad we don't have to sell anyone. But yeah, we need to make improvements, and that starts with Rico Lewis. For some reason, he just does not grow, man. And you know what? We've got Jan Kuto on the bench. I think it's time we make him a starter instead. This team also needs some more firepower. That's maybe what's missing, because Jeremy Doku wasn't doing much last season. So I've got a plan. For that, though, I've got to convert Foden to a left winger. I think this is the play, boys, having Foden play on the left. And that means for the right side, we're going to bring back a certain Man City Academy player who left the club for more game time. He's also now the coldest player on the planet. Of course, I'm talking about Cole Palmer. Guys, he's literally 89 rated. The stats are there. 25 years old. If we sign him, convert him to a right winger, that's going to make our team absolutely insane. We're negotiating with Chelsea to sign him. They kind of wanted to steal Savinho from us, but nah, I just want to do a cash deal. And also, don't forget, Chelsea took away Erling Haaland from us. So it's only fair we get to sign Cole Palmer. He's back at Man City. And I think this is exactly what we need. Just look at how good this Man City team looks. Even our bench is insane. Surely with the return of Cole Palmer, we can start racking up trophies. And well, this is the effect of signing Cole Palmer. We win back-to-back Premier Leagues. That's trophy number 5. Make that 6 because we also won the Community Shield. No FA Cup. We need to be more consistent in the cups. No Carabao Cup either. But we have made another Champions League. And honestly, I'm not surprised. Look at some of the ratings. Foden is 94. Rodri, after his ACL injury, has finally recovered back to his original rating. Koundé, 93. Soon we're going to start having 95 plus rated players. But let's see if now we're good enough to win our 2nd Champions League. This could be huge. And yes, we get it done. That's trophy number 7. And also Champions League number 2. Some solid progress with our challenges. There's only one sad thing about this season. KDB's contract is expiring and I don't think we're going to renew it. He's down to 80 overall. It's time for his retirement. No KDB at Man City just feels wrong. But it's not just him. I think it's time to replace Bernardo Silva. He's gone down to an 88, plus he's 33. To bring in a player that fills the shoes of both Bernardo Silva and KDB, we need someone absolutely ridiculous. And I don't think there's a better option than Pedri. 90 overall at the age of 25. But we're going to be forced to pay his release clause. Barcelona just won't let us have him. Oh my days, 216 million? That is crazy. Then again, we're one of the richest clubs in the world. Oh my days, we've got a budget of 348 million. It's literally nothing. And there you go. We're paying Pedri's release clause and he's making his way to Manchester City. He's going to be joining his Spanish teammate Rodri too. Yo, that is a seriously good team. Honestly, as long as we keep winning the Premier League and not have to sell our best player, we can just keep improving it. And this season, I think we're going to see some 95 plus rated players. We're making our way through the season. End of the season. And yes, guys, we've got our first 95 rated player. It had to be Phil Foden. Who else? But yeah, that's just the start. We need 6 more 95 plus rated players. For now, we can be delighted with yet another Premier League title. That's trophy number 8. And again, it's perfect because we don't have to sell our best player, because imagine having to let Phil Foden go now. We also managed to win the Community Shield. That's trophy number 9. But in the cups, we just don't seem to perform. To win a treble, we've got to be doing better here. We do win the UEFA Super Cup, so that puts us to 10 trophies. And we could go back-to-back in the Champions League too. This season could legit be huge if we can pull this off. It would be trophy 11. Can we get it done? And yes! Cole Palmer scoring in the 117th. Halfway through the challenge now, and we're starting to look really good. 3 Champions League trophies, 11 trophies. But yeah, there's still work to be done to try and get that treble. But time's running out too. We've only got 5 more seasons left. All right, guys, we've made it to season 6 with Man City. And I've just realized if we want to get to 30 trophies, we're gonna have to start winning the domestic cups. And I think I've figured out why maybe we're lagging a bit behind there. It's because we don't have a backup keeper. Well, we did have Stefan Ortega, and I'm pretty sure he played the cup games, and that's kind of why we lost. So I'm gonna go through the Premier League to see if we can find a good backup keeper, because you guys in the comments keep telling me that I don't focus on having 2 good keepers, and it ends up costing us. I mean, this looks perfect. 86 rated Alex Ramiro. His contract's expiring too. Can't believe for just 10 million we've got ourselves a backup keeper as good as him. And looks like a good backup keeper was what we were missing, because we've gone ahead and won the Carabao Cup. Trophy number 12. But still not good enough to win the FA Cup, and this is what we need to win the treble. We do get the Community Shield, so that's trophy number 13. Make that 14 with the UEFA Super Cup, and yo, we could legit three-peat the Champions League. Real Madrid are the only club to have pulled off a three-peat. Can we do it too and make it trophy number 15? Of course we can. Bro, in 6 seasons, we've won 4 Champions Leagues with City, 15 trophies as well. We could make it 16 with the Premier League, but no. How do we lose? And by a point too. I'm honestly surprised that this team didn't win the Prem. We do have our second 95+ rated player in Musiala. But you know what the sad part is? Because we lost the league, either Musiala or Phil Foden will have to leave the club. I can't believe we're gonna have to start season 6 by transfer listing either Phil Foden or Musiala. They're 2 of our highest rated players, and since we lost the league, we have to do this. Now, logic says I should be selling Phil Foden because he's 30. I don't know if he's going to give us 4 more good seasons. Musiala definitely will because he's 27. But nah, man, I don't want to make this decision with logic. Phil Foden is Man City through and through. We can't sell him. And so the decision has been made. Musiala is the player we're selling. We did get good money for him because we sold him to Barcelona. But now, guys, we need to go all in on a midfielder that can match Musiala's level or even surpass it. And the only midfielder I think that can do that, Jude Bellingham. 94 rated, which means he can get to a 95, so that'll help with our challenges too. With the money we just got for the Musiala transfer, I don't think signing Bellingham is going to be that difficult. Yup, for 233 million, we can have him. That's how you replace a player of Musiala's quality, bringing in Jude Bellingham. Okay, but one thing we need to see if Bellingham can be converted to a centre mid, and thankfully he can. It should only take a couple of weeks. Although our team with Bellingham now is insane, soon we're gonna have to start planning for the future because Rodri is getting old. He's 34. I think we can get away with 1 more season with him. Plus, we've got Nico Gonzalez as backup, but also Diaz is getting old, so we're gonna need another world-class centre-back. Another thing, guys, Jan Couto has just somehow disappeared. Where did he go? I don't remember him having a release clause, but I guess he had one because he's made the move to Brighton. Rico Lewis, this is gonna be one of the final opportunities I give you. Please grow in your overall and perform. So I think for now we're going to keep the team as is, but we need to win the big trophies, man, especially the Premier League, because I don't want to be selling our best players. And I guess this is the Bellingham effect because we do end up winning the Premier League, and by a huge margin as well. That's trophy number 16, but also I want to try and win the cups this time around, and finally we win the FA Cup too. Trophy number 17, and we could be on for a treble. Oh my days, we've won all domestic trophies. Bro, what is Bellingham, man? He joins and we win everything. That's 18 trophies. Make that 19 with the UEFA Super Cup. But no way. Chelsea knock us out in the Champions League. Winning a treble is so freaking difficult. But okay, this has still been a great season because we've now got 2 more 95+ rated players. Bellingham has got there, and even Jules Koundé at the age of 32. We've now made solid progress this season towards our challenges. But still, man, to get to 30 trophies, the next 3 seasons need to be incredible. Alright, guys, season 7, and I didn't even realize that Rico Lewis grew massively. I think we can start trusting him more now. Apart from that, I don't know what changes do we need. Maybe Rodri? But I think he can still give us another season because for some reason, his overall isn't dipping all that much. What I do want to do though is maybe improve that centre-back spot because I can feel Ruben Diaz going down in his overall, man. But you know what? I've got an idea. We've developed Guardiola like crazy as a left-back, but if you look at his stats, he is made to be a centre-back. What if we convert him to one? It'll only take a couple of weeks. Is his overall going to skyrocket? it.
2 weeks later.
Moment of truth, and I think, well, he's still a 92, but I think he's far more suited to being a centre-back now. Because look at that, Ruben Diaz just in a matter of weeks has gone down to a 90. We'll have Guardiola be a starter, and we'll go out there in the market and bring in the best possible left-back. Jorel Harto, 88 rated, still only 25, and I don't think I've signed him in career mode before. This is exactly what we need for the left-back spot, so we're signing him for 100 mil. Honestly, this team is incredible, and it's also going to be Rodri's final season for us, so I'm hoping we can win the treble. End of the season, and look at the stats Cole Palmer has got. 49 goals. That is ridiculous. He's also up to a 95 overall. That's going to help with the challenges. But yo, look at the growth. Bellingham up to a 97. Foden 96. Benjamin Sesko is close to a 95 too. Rico Lewis up to a 92. Finally, the faith we put in him has paid off. And look at that, boys. We've won the Premier League as Invincibles. 0 defeats. That is insane. Bro, I did not expect to pull that off. That's trophy number 20. Make that 21 with the Community Shield. 22 with the FA Cup. Once again on for the treble. We lost the Carabao Cup, which is super annoying. And of course, we won in the UEFA Super Cup. But no way. Champions League, we got knocked out by Barca. The season was going so well up until then. It's season 9 and Man City's only Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, has left the club. Which means we need to go big and bring in probably the best CDM available. And I think I've already found him. Vittorio Ricci, a 23-year-old Newcastle Academy player. He's 93 rated. Is he like a regen or something? Because I don't get how good he is. 96 physicality. The pace, the dribbling, the defending. He might even be better than Rodri. And there you go. For 223 million, we're bringing in the Rodri replacement. But these are really big shoes to fill, man. Hopefully he can deliver. Because looking at our challenges, we now need perfection in the last 2 seasons. We have to win the treble. And looks like we're not missing Rodri at all, because we do end up winning the Premier League. Trophy number 23. Make that 24 with the Community Shield. We don't win the Carabao Cup, man. We need to win the FA Cup if we want to go for the treble. And we do win the FA Cup. Let's go. That's 25 trophies now. Now, the only thing left for us to win our first treble is the Champions League. And we have made the final. And of course, it's against Chelsea, the club we were forced to sell Erling Haaland to. Before the Champions League final, look at this. Sesko has hit that 95 overall. So is Rico Lewis. And that literally means we've completed our first challenge of the video. We've taken 7 players to a 95 plus rating. Now let's focus on getting Man City their first treble of the video. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Cole Palmer scoring the winner against Chelsea. That does feel good. We've also completed our second challenge, which was winning 5 Champions League trophies. Heading now into the final season, all we need to do is win 4 trophies and also get the treble, and we would have completed every single challenge. This is now our final season with this Man City team. A few players are going down in their overall, but honestly, I don't think we need to make any changes. This is an unbelievable team. 4 trophies and a treble. That's all we need in season 10. And yes, guys, in our final season, we do end up taking home the Premier League, which puts us on 27 trophies. Just 3 more needed. We win the Community Shield too, and that means we just need 2 more trophies. We do win the Carabao Cup as well. 29 trophies for Man City. Wait a minute, guys. We win the UEFA Super Cup too, and that is the 30 trophies we need to hit. Let's go, boys. With Man City, we've broken the takeover record in FC 25. And there could be more, because we could win another Champions League too. Can we make it 31 trophies? That's the real question. And no, on penalties, we lost. I can't believe it. Well, since we lost the FA Cup, we anyway wouldn't have won the treble this season, so I guess it's kind of okay. We completed 3 out of the 4 challenges, built an unbelievable Man City team. I think Pep Guardiola will be proud of us. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, watch me take over Chelsea for 10 seasons. Click here.